Hello, this is Anthony with Copley. Today I'll be going over how to achieve milliamp resolution in the drive. So we have a torque scaling app note, and that's very useful if you have a master and you want to command um, milliamp resolution. Um, but if you don't have a master and you still want to achieve that resolution, then you can do that using the filters and apply them to the current loop. So I'll be talking about the filters and their coefficients and how to use them. Here's the actual formula. So for the filter, the output and input for this run is input 0 and output 0. And then if it's a -1, that just means the inputs and outputs from the previous run through this filter. So if we want to disable the filter, all of the coefficients will, A1, A2, B1, and B2. Those would be 0, and then the input would just equal the output. So we'd set B1 to just 1. And it's just like that. It's very easy to scale the output. So if we want to have finer resolution, so say instead of 10, you're commanding tens of milliamps. We want to command 1 milliamp. We just change B0 to be 0.1. So B0 equals 0.1, and then for every, when you command a 1 amp, you would actually be commanding 0.01 amps. And so likewise, if you were to say 0.01, we'd be commanding 1 milliamp. So yeah, that's how you could use this filter to achieve milliamp resolution. Okay, now I'm going to show how to use this in CME. So if we go to the Configure Filters button, click on the I loop, go to B0, make it 0.1, click Apply, close the filters. Now we can create a CVM program. Please, if you aren't familiar with CVM, watch the CVM tutorial videos for how to use the Setup tab. We're going to use R0 for the Go command and the selection, and we're going to go on Startup or Reset. Therefore, sequence 0 will be run on startup. So I'm going to make a move for my first step. So because of that, I should insert a wait so that I can wait just a little bit for the drive to power up. Then I'm going to make a current move. So the current move I'll command is, let's say 1.15, or let's say 1.55 amps, and we'll have a current ramp of 100 milliamps per second. So therefore, really what I'm commanding is 155 milliamps, not 1.55 amps, because it's off by a factor of 10. Yeah, so let's look at so let's save to flash, and we'll run the program. We'll open up the control panel. So we can see that it's ramping up, and it should get to 0.15 and then find a steady state. So the control panel here, what it's doing is it's taking current readings, and it's collecting 10 current readings and then taking the average of those, and it'll actually, because the resolution of this control panel is 0.01 amps, it's going to round that last decimal place, which is why you'll see this. But it's definitely at a finer control point than this is displaying. Yeah, that's how you'll achieve milliamp resolution internally in the drive using CVM.